Sunny and the Cats. Meow Village is quiet, clean, and calm. It's filled with cats and kittens of every color, shape, and size. And then nearby is Wolf Village, which is very different. It's loud and smelly and filled with laughter. There you can find dogs of every kind. Everyone in Meow Village and Wolf Village lived happily if they followed one very important rule. Dogs were not welcomed in Meow Village, and any cat that stepped into Wolf Village would be chased up a tree. Dogs are dogs, the older animals would say, and cats are cats. In Wolf Village lived a special puppy called Sunny. He would look at the cats as they pounced and jumped, played hide and seek, and dozed in the warm sun. "Why can't we play with the cats?" he asked his friends. "They like to stay clean while we play in the dirt," said one friend. "They like peace and quiet while we like noise," said another. "And they hate dogs," everyone said at once. But it still didn't make sense to Sunny why cats and dogs might not be friends. So he picked up his bright red ball and ran to Meow Village to see if the cats might like to play. He was behind a large bush when two cats walked by. Sunny was about to say hello, but he heard them talking about dogs. "Can you believe all that barking over at Wolf Village?" said one. "What about the smells?" said a tabby. "You know dogs hate us even more than we hate them." Sunny smelled his paw. It smelled like grass and sunshine. It seemed like cats and dogs hated each other. But why? At that moment, there was a loud meow. "Mittens had fallen down a hole," cried the tabby. "We have to dig her out." The cats clawed at the soil, but their tiny paws couldn't do much. Sunny waited behind the bush. He knew he should help, but what if he got in trouble? Time was running out. He dropped his bright red ball on the ground and jumped into action, digging at the soil. One cat gasped, the other cat fainted. Soon a whole crowd of cats was watching. Sunny kept digging until the small blue cat was free of the hole. "Thank you," said the cat. "You saved me." Sunny's tail started wagging and he was filled with pride, but the other cats were not smiling. Big cats, small cats, round cats, and long cats. Every cat was different, but they all looked angry. One large cat stepped forward. "Why are you in Meow Village?" she hissed. "I wanted to play," Sunny said, dropping his head. "A dog wanting to play with cats?" she laughed. "Wanting to eat us, perhaps." It turned out making new friends was a lot harder than Sunny had guessed, but he wasn't ready to give up. Sunny went to all the dogs and said he went to Meow Village. "Cats aren't bad. They're just afraid of dogs. If we could be kind to one another, we could be good friends." The dogs laughed. "Cats and dogs will never be friends, Sunny." The little pup's heart was sad. Maybe it was time to give up. Then one of the older dogs barked, "Sunny, look!" Behind them stood a crowd of cats in the middle of Wolf Village. The small blue cat Sunny had saved walked over. In her paw was Sunny's bright red ball. Sunny's tail started wagging, and when the blue cat tossed his ball high in the air, Sunny jumped up and caught it. Just like that, the game was on. At first, the other dogs stayed back and watched. But one by one, everyone joined in with Sunny and the cats, and the entire village was filled with barks and meows and laughter. And that evening, when Sunny curled up to go to sleep, he thought to himself that dogs were still dogs and cats were still cats, but now they were all something else. Friends. The end. No dog in my yard. Dogs all around me, but none of them mine. I start to count. I stop at 9. There's Rio and Sig, Archie and Grovey, Bo, Lou and Rocco, Teddy and Cody. But no dog of my own. So what do? I plead and I beg, drop a clue or two. But over and over my parents say no, so I go next door and play with Rocco. And when I look in my yard and no dog to be found, I come up with plan A, which is pretty sound. I introduce Mom to Rio and Lou. All she thinks about, who'll pick up the poo? Dad meets Rocco, Grovey, and Ted, but on his face, that look of dread. Then suddenly he screams, "Archie is in the pool!" And with disgust he yells, "Sig in that drool!" Look at the yard, the holes Cody dug, and who knew Bo liked to eat rug? Oh no, not in my house. How about a hamster, a gerbil, a mouse? I beg once more, but Dad shakes his head. Mom points upstairs, "You don't make your bed." A dog is work, not just fun and play. No, you're not ready. You play video games all day. I admit, a good point she makes. So on to plan B before it's too late. Yes, I can do this. Prove everyone wrong. The message I send needs to be strong. As for my chores, I do them now. I'll do without asking and without a frown. Go above and beyond. I'll wash my dad's car, earn extra money for the Millie jar. Oh yes, I've named her, also part of Plan B. And saving money shows responsibility. My grades are up, I'm a friend to others. As often as I can, I help my grandmothers. I walk sweet Cody any chance I get. I pick up her poop and teach her to fetch. I convince my dad just look at a sight. Pages of doodles, his smile was slight. I'm wearing them down, oh boy, I can tell. Heard talk of training, using a bell? I say to myself, we're on the right track. We nail down a date to circle back. Let's get through the winter, consider the spring. A long, long way off, but I know the right thing. Then one fall night to a friend's we go. I stand at the door, was told to turn slow. And there Millie was. I stared for some time, curled up in my arms. I said, "Is she mine?" "Yes, she is yours. Millie's home is with us. Put down your plans, no need to fuss." Then I told her I loved her and that she is adored. She gave me a lick. I love you more. The end. Day that Diamond got stuck in a hole. Diamond has big plans on this sunny day in Happy Hollow. She wants to play tag with one of her friends down by the pond. Diamond finishes eating and is about to run outside to find her friends. "Diamond," her human mom says, "don't be gone too long. Please stay away from the pond." Tilly, Thump, and Mr. Bunny live close by. Tilly and Thump are her best friends. Diamond likes Mr. Bunny, but he can be a bit grumpy. "Hey, Mr. Bunny, how are you?" "I'm here to see Tilly and Thump," Diamond says, wagging her tail. "They're finishing their chores while I tend to my garden," Mr. Bunny replies. "Scurry along now so I can get back to it." "I hope they'll be done soon," Diamond says. Then she shouts, "Tag, you're it!" She speeds off into the woods. Mr. Bunny smiles and chases after her. "I'm going to get you!" Diamond zooms in and out of the trees, trying to throw Mr. Bunny off her trail. When she gets near the pond, she is surprised that Mr. Bunny is right behind her. She leaps high into the air and jumps right in the middle of the biggest puddle. Mud splashes everywhere. The ground shakes and a deep hole opens beneath her. "Help! Help, Mr. Bunny!" she shouts. Mr. Bunny hops over to Diamond and finds her stuck in the hole. "Oh, Diamond, what will we do now?" Mr. Bunny shakes his head. "I'll get help." Diamond whimpers. "Don't leave me, please. There could be monsters down here." "It will be okay," Mr. Bunny shouts down. "I'll get Tilly and Thump to help. I'll be back before you know it." Diamond trembles. Why didn't I listen to my mom? Diamond is startled when she hears something behind her. It sounds big and scary. Diamond slowly turns and shrieks. A tiny earthworm stares back at Diamond. "You scared me, little guy," Diamond giggles. "But I'm glad to have some company in this scary hole." After what seems like hours, Diamond hears the hops of little bunny feet. Friendly faces peer down at her. "Tilly, Thump, Mr. Bunny," Diamond shouts. "I'm so happy to see you." "Grab hold of this branch, we'll pull you up," Tilly squeaks. Diamond bites down on the end of the branch, waving goodbye to her warm friend. Mr. Bunny, Tilly, and Thump easily pull her free. Diamond spins around in circles. I'm saved! Diamond hugs her friends. Thank you so much. I have to get home and hug my mom. Diamond sprints off, moving faster than lightning. She runs into the house and jumps onto her mom's lap. You're filthy! Where have you been? Her mom asks. Diamond looks up slowly with her puppy dog eyes and licks her mom's cheek. Ruff, ruff! You've been near the pond, haven't you? Her mom asks. Diamond burrows her head under her mom's chin, hoping she will forgive her. Diamond's mom squeezes her tightly. It's okay, sweet girl, but please be careful. I want to keep you safe because I care about you. Diamond feels loved in her mom's arms. She now understands how important it is to follow the rules. Diamond plops down on her dog bed for a much-needed nap. Before falling asleep, she thinks about all the things she will get up to tomorrow. The end. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to check out the links in the description box. I'll see you in the next story time. Clara and Mr. Milo's Adventures, Episode 1, Clara Wanting a Pet. Clara is a sweet girl who loves animals. Her favorite animals are cats, dogs, and horses. She has always dreamed of having a pet one day. Clara's neighbor, Mary, has a big dog. His name is Bear. Clara enjoys going outside to play with Bear. Bear likes to play catch with Clara. One day, Clara was sitting outside her house looking at people walking their dogs, and she thought of a great idea. She wanted to have a pet. She just had to figure out how. She thought of different ways to get a pet. Her first idea was to bring Bear into her house to play with him every day, but Bear belonged to Mary, her neighbor. Her second idea was to help a pet that does not have a home. Clara decided to ask her mommy. Mommy, can I have a pet? Clara asked. Clara, having a pet is a big responsibility, Mommy replied. What is a responsibility? Clara asked. A responsibility of having a pet means feeding it, taking care of it if it gets sick, cleaning up after it every day, playing with it to keep it entertained, and many other things, Mommy explained. Clara thought for a few seconds and excitedly said, Mommy, I can do all of those things. I am very responsible, Mommy. I clean my room every day and help you dust and put the dishes away, Clara replied. Yes, you do, and I'm very proud of all of your help, Mommy replied. Mommy was quiet for a few seconds and then said, Clara, you will have to care for your pet every day, even if you are tired or if you have other things to do. I promise I will take care of my pet every day, Clara replied. Clara's mommy was happy that Clara wanted to care for a pet. How about next Saturday we go to the shelter to see the pets available for adoption? Mommy asked Clara. What is adoption? Clara asked. Adoption means giving a loving home to a pet that does not have a home, Mommy replied. That's what I want, Clara replied. Great, Mommy said. Clara was excited and told her mommy, we have a loving home for many pets. Maybe we can start with one pet this time, Mommy replied. Great idea, Clara said. She ran to her mommy to give her a big hug. Clara could not wait for Saturday. She was looking forward to finding her pet. The end. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to check out the links in the description box. I'll see you in the next story time.